his training, his trainers, or his teachers for that matter. A lot of guys just got trained. They don't have any teachers. And in order to learn the technical aspect of boxing, you're going to have some teachers, not just trainers. So I think Deontay Wilder, I don't personally, it's just me talking. I don't think he's improved a lot, or as much as he should have, from his amateur days into his pros. I think by now all that wildness should be out of a guy that's the WBC heavyweight champion. I mean, he should be a lot more poised and, composed in the ring. I mean, that's just his style. There ain't nothing he can do about it. He's erratic. He's unpredictable. And the guys he's facing, he's overwhelmed them with that style. But, some guys that, are comfortable in the ring, that know their way around the ring, he's not gonna, mold them over, because they're gonna look for opportunities when he's swinging those wild shots. Those are opportunities for a guy that really knows the game of boxing. So, he's getting away with that shit because he ain't fighting nobody that can make him pay.
Shots fired? Is this shots fired?
I ain't no shots fired yet. When I shoot, I hit. Ain't no shots fired yet. But at the same time, like you mentioned, man, it ain't over for me yet. I'm working this shit out, and I'm coming back. And you ain't seen the Magic Man until you see this comeback I'm finna make. Greatest story never told.
Greatest story never told.
Greatest story never told. Well,
you heard that shit. Make sure you like and dislike. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you follow my videos, hit the subscribe button. Alright, y'all. Antonio Tarver, man. What can we say about Antonio Tarver? What can we really say about the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver, man? One thing before I even burn Antonio Tarver up, let me give this motherfucker a little bit of homage, man, because Antonio Tarver, he improved a whole lot when it came down to a lot of things. He always say things like, I barely get hit, my defense is impeccable, all this shit. And to a certain extent, he's right. Antonio Tarver could fight. I mean, he doesn't get hit with big shots. Not only that, he does have a chin. I ain't gonna take that away from Antonio Tarver. I mean, he did beat Roy Jones. A lot of people feel that's a one-hit wonder. But then he came back and he beat Danny Green in his hometown. He beat Roy Jones in the third fight. He beat Eric Harding. He beat Glenn Johnson. He has a good resume, man. And I felt like if Bernard Hopkins would have granted him that rematch, which I felt like Bernard Hopkins should have done it. I felt like Bernard Hopkins still would have won, but Antonio Tarver could have did some things to kind of at least made it closer. But as you guys heard Antonio Tarver say just now, he's going to make a comeback, and he is seeking a world title. He has called out Tyson Fury. He's called out Deontay Wilder. He's called out Luis Ortiz. He's just saying he don't want to face nobody that's not a top 5 fighter. All right? Antonio Tarver been out the ring for 2 years. Well, we're going to get into the bad in a minute. But I'm not going to lie, y'all. I used to be a fan of Antonio Tarver before the drug usage. But then again, Antonio Tarver said it was some bullshit in the second drug scandal, whatever. Like, he wasn't taking no drugs or no PhDs, no PEDs. I mean, my bad. But like I said, Antonio Tarver, you can forgive a man once for doing something. It's kind of hard to forgive a man twice. But I'm not gonna count out Antonio Tarver, man. Him coming back to the heavyweight at 52 years old, I think, and trying to win a title. And he even said it's going to be the greatest story ever told. I'm not going to deny Antonio Tarver because one thing about Antonio Tarver is he does prove the naysayers wrong. All right? But now it's time to burn your ass the fuck up, Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver, you had a debatable fight with Steve Cunningham. All right? Now, you did stop Jonathan Banks, but this was 3 years ago. I don't know whether you realize, Antonio Tarver, but boxing years is like dog years. Another thing is, I think Antonio Tarver parties. All right, he likes to deal with a lot of females. We know that. Antonio Tarver, I see him smoking a cigar. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a cigar, but if you ask me, if a person is smoking a cigar, it's hard for me to believe that that's all they do. Now, don't get it twisted. I know it's a lot of people that just smoke cigars every now and then, but Antonio Tarver has a history for partying, going out to clubs and shit. So it's hard to believe that he's just training every day. Antonio Tarver has to realize at his age, all that shit can just disappear, man. And that's just real shit. All right. Do I feel like he could beat Deontay Wilder? Hell no, man. I feel like the youthness of Deontay Wilder, and I actually want to see this fight because I want to see Deontay Wilder just be the first opponent to just stop this man and get him up out of there. Let him know you're not gonna shock the world this time, Antonio Tarver. I just hope that shit happens. Antonio Tarver. Another thing about Antonio Tarver, man, that I just last time I seen him fight, he was slow. He didn't look that fast. But that never been Antonio Tarver's strength as far as speed is concerned. But I feel like in 2018, Antonio Tarver making a comeback, he sounds confident. The greatest story ever told. It's hard for me to count out Tarver, man, but I'm still going with Wilder, man. I think Wilder could even outwork him. You dig? I just don't know, man. Like I told you guys, it's hard for me to count out Tarver, man. That's why I keep saying it, because every time I count this man out, he shocked me. And I'll be like, oh shit. When I remember when he fought Danny Green, I was like, oh shit, I don't know about him just going over there and just stopping Danny Green. You know, I was kind of leery about that, to be honest with you. But then again, I was like, maybe he just might pull it off. But this guy has been slamming Wilder. This guy has the nerve to say Deontay Wilder isn't poised in the ring. That's not fucking true. Deontay Wilder is very poised in the ring. Yes, he's sloppy, but the main time he's sloppy is when he hurts you. And I'm gonna tell you guys for the last time, the punches that hurt the most is a wild punch. Remember when they always tell you guys, remember in a fight, a person throw wild punches, and what they always say, man, you better not get hit with them wild punches. They say that because if you do get caught with one of the wild punches, it can be over. All right? But don't get it twisted. Antonio Tarver is a southpaw. Antonio Tarver don't get hit with big shots like that. But the problem is 52 years old. You guys, 40 years old is old as fucking boxing. All right? Just imagine 50, man. But if anybody can pull this off, which is coming back at 50-year-old, as a 50-year-old, and gaining a world title, it will be Antonio Tarver, all right? That being said, it's going to be hard to do. But you can't count on Antonio Tarver. All right, y'all, I'm out.